Precinct 3 Bexar County Commissioner Grant Moody is here to talk about the budget and whether its plan can last. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it so much. Commissioner Moody, now Bexar County is, what do you think, in good financial shape?
Well, we're probably in better shape than the city. However, you mentioned it up front. There's a combination of factors. There's the fact that existing home values are decreasing right now, which is reducing our property tax revenue, and the fact that you have these federal dollars with ARPA running out. So it's kind of a double hit on our budget. It's going to create a very austere budget for this coming year, and we're just going to have to tighten our belt, just like families do.
Well, and I know that you've been talking about that. You've been concerned about the shrinking federal dollars, using those reserves, and you've been saying that it isn't sustainable in the long term. What services could be cut because of all of this that's happening?
Yeah, well, in the 4 years I've been at Commissioner's Court, I've seen a lot of waste, and I'm going to offer, a lot of suggestions on where we can make some additional cuts, even beyond the proposed budget. But I think it's just important to realize that we do have some reserves that we have built up over the last few years. But last year we started tapping into those reserves, and what I want to see is that we know we're going to have to use some reserves to get through this year with this proposed budget without raising the tax rate. But we have to work towards sustainability long term, right? When we're tapping reserves, that means we're spending more than we're bringing in. We need to get that back in balance over the mid to long term, or we're going to have a problem.
Help people understand, the city deficit is at, I want to say 158. County deficit is about 140, 145?
Yeah, 145.
And you said it's different. How is it different from the city?
Well, our 145 deficit is projected for FY 28-29, so it's a little bit further out.
Yes.
And then I think, again, my understanding, without getting into great detail about the city reserves and everything, I think we have a little bit more buffer built in with our reserve funds than they do right now. So I think they're very much being forced to make more aggressive cuts with a proposed tax rate increase. But I've been very vocal. I'm not going to support a tax rate increase. We can do this. We know how to do this. We just have to tighten our belt. And listen, right now everybody's talking about affordability, and it's important that we figure out how we can leave more dollars in citizens' pockets rather than continuing to expand local government.
And Commissioner Moody, you have a town hall meeting tomorrow. Talk about that. Where is it going to be, and all the points that you're going to try and cover.
Yeah, no, we're going to have our Precinct 3 Budget Town Hall tomorrow night at Walker Ranch Senior Center. Kicks off at 6:30. Everyone's welcome to come out and hear more. We'll have county staff there presenting more on the proposed budget. I'll kind of give a response and my own feedback on that. So if people want to learn more, they're welcome to come out to Walker Ranch.
We'll try and be there. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.